Hey y'all, it's DJ and I'm back with another video. And for this video, God is speaking to a specific group of people. And for this video, he gave me 1 Peter 5 verse 6, which reads, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time." I looked up the definition of humble, and it can be defined as lower someone in dignity or importance, to destroy the power, independence, or prestige of. And I began to see through that. Humble yourself under God's mighty hand. Lower yourself in dignity under God's mighty hand. Lower your self-importance under God's mighty hand. Let go of all sense of power under God's mighty hand. My God. Oh, Jesus. Let go of all independence under God's mighty hand. Then I looked up the definition of prestige, which can mean standing or estimation in the eyes of people. This video is specifically for those of you who have lowered yourself in dignity and importance. Those of you who have allowed God to remove all of your God-given power, authority, independence, and prestige. I'm not talking about the ones who did it scared. I'm not talking about the ones who halfway did it. I'm not talking about the ones who did it until it started to get a little too uncomfortable. I'm not talking about the ones who stayed with it until it started to affect their pockets. I'm talking about the ones who really went down through there. God is speaking to a select group of people who have truly, above all things, humbled themselves under his mighty hand. God is saying, game over. Things have come to an end. It's not things are coming to an end. Things have came to an end. And I know that some of you are going to hear that and say, well, where is it? It's somewhere done. It's somewhere put up. It's somewhere finished in full completion. The only thing that God needs to do with you right now is to finish dusting you off. Finish healing your heart. I thought that I was healed. I thought that I had made a lot of progress, and I did. I really did, I went from, I'm at peace, I'm so happy, I've never been this happy before, oh my God, thank you, to, ooh, what is that? And God is like, yup, you see that? You see that, right? Let's go on and get that together. Let's go ahead and restore you in that area. Let me go ahead and pass that up for you. Let's go ahead and walk through this. Somebody has been shying away from allowing God to explore certain pieces, certain places in their lives out of fear of going back to these old places, these old memories, these old traumas, because you're not quite sure if you can stand in them. But God is saying in these last final moments, it's important to just trust him. It's important to just sit through the hurt, to sit through the feelings, to sit through the emotions, because God is truly stripping you down to that inner child. God doesn't want to just heal you. He doesn't want to just heal your heart. He wants to heal the heart of that child that experienced what he or she experienced. He wants to free that child of bondage and allow that child to receive its freedom, because it doesn't matter how saved you are. It doesn't matter how free you are. It doesn't matter how happy you are. If that inner child is not happy, that inner child has the ability to step in and destroy everything that God has planted. Because that inner child is who carries the insecurity, is who carries these false mindsets. The inner child is who holds the rejection. The inner child is who holds the discomfort. That's why a person could say something or you could see something and you don't even know what you feel. You don't even know what has been triggered. But all you know is that word, is that image, is that sound penetrated your heart in a way that re-injured you. But see, God wants to have you in a place of full healing, of full alignment, head to toe, inside and out. Because if this video is for you, you didn't just suffer for a little bit. It wasn't just a couple years. It wasn't just a couple months for you. It was a lifetime thing. It was a day in and day out thing. And God is saying, if you struggled for that long, of course you won't be healed overnight. But make no mistake of it, you are on your way out of your healing. You are not in the middle of your healing. It feels a mess. It feels like things are falling apart because God is stripping you. God is removing these things from you that no longer serve you. God is removing these things from you that you didn't even know you were still carrying around, that you didn't even know were still traumatizing you. But God needs you to release the trauma and only hold the experience. Because God don't want you holding these blessings with unhealed hands. God don't want you looking at these blessings out the eyes of a broken soul. God doesn't just want you delivered. He doesn't want you just financially blessed. He wants you at peace. He wants you whole from the inside out. He truly wants to restore you. He truly wants to make it his business to step in and heal you in every area that you were afflicted, in every area that you were damaged. He wants to comfort you for every tear that you cried, saying, God, where are you? God, how could you? God, why would you allow this? God, why am I still going through this? God, what did I do? You thought it was just about coming into a blessing. No, this is about coming into healing. This is about coming into full deliverance. God wants you to know that he sees you. God wants you to know that he has been with you. God wants you to know that he has studied you, that he has watched you, that he has kept his eyes on you the entire time, and not for 1 second did he look away. But now is game over. Now you have reached your graduation phase. And I know for you that this video is for, you can sense in your spirit the ending of something. Not just the ending of a chapter, the ending of an entire lifetime. You can sense the door closing on generational curses, on darkness, on heaviness. My God, Jesus. You can sense in your spirit that nothing, so funny. You might feel like nothing was the same. You can sense on your spirit that nothing is the same. But yet you don't know who you are. But you don't know where to go from here. But all of a sudden, you feel completely out of touch with yourself. It's because this is truly your born again moment. I remember when I was 18 and I would have this dream all the time. And I would just keep seeing the words, in due time, just be patient. In due time, just be patient. And now it is due time. God wants you to know that it is due time. God wants you to know that you have made it to the end. God wants you to know that you have endured. God wants you to know that that battle that you thought was going to drown you, those same situations that you could not seem to fight your way out of, see your way out of, are now over. Every single demon, every single devil, every single lying tongue is now destroyed and up under your foot, never to rise again. You have did it. You have conquered. You have overcame for the King, and now he shall lift you up. You have humbled yourself. You have lowered yourself at the feet of the King. You forfeited your power, your independence, your prestige for the glory of the King.